So now that you have known about Bitcoin and the various ways that you can use to actually make money with Bitcoin, so you might be wondering what kind of business are we into and how do you actually make money in our business. The number follower is gonna break it down for you, the compensation plan and how you get paid with this new opportunity. Stay tuned.
Now who can stop me? I'm in the zone. Competition's none in a league of my own. All about the
Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel. Name is Fololo, cryptocurrency enthusiast. So in the previous video we spoke about Bitcoin, the fact that Bitcoin is one of the best inventions since the invention of the internet, and how you can get involved, how you can either mine Bitcoin or you can buy and hold. Now I want to tell you about the third element. And that third element is, another way of you to make another stream of income. This is what has worked for me over the last 3 years. This element that I'm going to tell you now, it has literally changed my life. I'm talking here from, zero income, to a couple of hundreds of thousands of dollars of income a month. So I'm going to share with you exactly how I did it. I'm going to show you how it's done. And I want you to pay close attention, as this is where money is actually made. All right, so just a brief background. I was in real estate. I bought a real estate franchise, cost me $10,000. That's about 150,000 rands here in South Africa. I bought this franchise. The only thing I got with the franchise was just simply the name, because it was a service industry. I literally gave them a market that they did not have, because I was operating in an area where the franchisor has never operated before. So I literally gave them a market. So the sad thing about this is that, even if I did not sell for whatever month, for whatever reason, I still had to pay the minimum royalties. And if I did make sales, I needed to pay 10% of that, So imagine if you were to be given a business opportunity. Someone did all the research and development for you. Someone built the brand. Someone, did all the contracts with the government, the power producers and everything. Everything is just done for you, the coding, the programming, everything is done for you. I'm talking about millions and millions of dollars, in research and development to actually come up with this product or service. And the only thing you had to do was simply go out there and share with the people how they can actually get involved in Bitcoin and Bitcoin mining, and for that you then get compensated. So it's like a franchise without the franchise fee, no royalties, no nothing, but you get to work on a business model that someone actually developed for you. All right, so in case you're wondering, this particular company, MiningCity, has combined two of the most powerful, business instruments in the 21st century. That is one, Bitcoin mining, as we have said, and secondly, network marketing. Yes, network marketing. So for those of you not familiar, network marketing is one of the industries that generates far more millionaires than any other industry on the planet. I'll give an example. Last year, the industry actually did $189 billion worth of sales. On average, 40% of that get paid to distributors, of which I'm one of them. So we're gonna show you how it's done, especially with this particular company, MiningCity, where the product is Bitcoin mining. All right, so there's actually 5 ways we get paid. I'm just going to show you probably 3, and I think the 3 will actually cause you not to sleep tonight, and that is my goal. That's my hope, So the first way we get paid, this we call plan 1. Okay, first way we get paid, this one pays us between $200 and actually $2,400 per day. All right, so how does this work? When you become part of the business, you buy your own plan, whether it's a standard, gold, silver, bronze, does not matter. We place you on what is called the citizens tree. So the citizens tree is actually a binary tree. So that will be yourself. You have your left leg and you have your right leg. All right. So now, even if you're saying to me, you know what, my friend, I just want to be an investor, I'm not interested in building a business, I've got other things for me going, it's perfectly fine. But you still have to place you on the binary tree, and in other way, you can benefit one way or the other. So anyone who then happens to be part of your tree, right? Someone that you did not sign up, someone who just joined, maybe your upline signed them up, whatever the case is, but then they are placed beneath you, you will then get, credits. So if someone then buys, the standard plan, you will then get 1 credit. So if someone buys the bronze plan, you will then get 2 credits. Someone buys the silver plan, you will then get 4. But then if someone buys the gold plan, the gold plan will then give you 7 credits. So in this case, let's say that yourself, you happen to love network marketing, you want to get involved, and you then happen to, let's say you sponsor 2 people, one you place on the left and one you place on your right, and both of them happen to buy the gold plan, right? So that will mean you will then have 7 credits on your left, and you will have 7 credits on your right, all right, for the 2 plans. Now, what does it take for you to get your $200? You need to have at least 5 credits left and 5 credits right. So in this case, you've got more than 5. So what's going to happen at 9 o'clock in the evening? The company will then minus 5, and you are left with 2 credits. I'm just going to take them, and place them here. You're left with 2 credits, and this side you're left with 2 credits. What do you get in return? You then get Bitcoins that are worth $200. Remember I said, if you are only getting involved now, it means you have missed, the first decade of Bitcoin. But this is actually a plan for you to catch up and earn more Bitcoins faster, all right? So you'll get $200 worth of Bitcoins for the day. Now, if you are like me, you're motivated by money, and you go out and you look for other people who also want to get involved, who want to earn passive income, and let's say you sign someone else, right? And they happen to also buy what we call a tripod, meaning this guy takes 3 positions, right? And all 3 positions, this guy, let's say he happens to buy the gold plan. So meaning there's going to be 7, 14, 21. Okay, so that's plus 21 on your right hand side. Now you've got a total of 23, right? 23 credits. So this side, let's say you sign someone up who also buys the gold plan. So meaning you have an additional 7. Now you've got a total of 9. So what then happens if nothing else happened for the day? Later on in the evening, the company will come and they will minus 5. You're left with 4. This side they will minus 5, and you're left with 18. What do you get in return? Your second $200 worth of Bitcoins. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is one of my favorite ways we get paid, because a lot of magic can happen here. Now, you will see only from yourself going downwards, but there's literally a lot of other people above you that you don't even see. So you might get into a position where some of those people that you don't see, maybe they need to sponsor someone and they need to place them, where you are. So if they place someone here who then buys, our favorite plan, which is a gold plan, meaning what's going to happen is this guy will get the same credits for this guy. Does not even know this guy, does not even know where he lives, has not spoken to him, but they will get the benefit of what your upline has done. So meaning he then gets 7, this one gets 7, you also get 7. So on top of your 4, 7 will be added, and now you have 11. All right? So everyone who is in this line, all the way to your sponsor or the person that plays, this person will get, what we call spillovers. All right? So, meaning you did not do anything this particular day, but someone on top of you actually sponsored someone. Now you've got 11 credits. So what happens, later on in the day, in the evening for that particular day, the company will minus 5. You're left with 6, minus 5, and you're left with 13. What do you get in return? Your third $200. Okay. So you then go back to this particular person here and you say, look, dude, this is what I've made, $600 over the last few days. It's happening, and a lot of people have made even more than me. So you might want to take this thing seriously. So let's say this particular person happens to sign one person, and this person buys the gold plan. So meaning this particular person will have a 7, So if you see here, This guy had a spillover 1, 2, and both of these people bought the gold plan. So this guy literally has 14, on his left hand side. So what's going to happen, that particular day? The company will minus 5 on either side. He will be left with 9. He'll be left with 2. What's going to happen? He will then make his own $200. All right. So, like I said, the maximum you can make here is $2,400. So, for that to happen, you need to rank up, because your maximum allowable per day, if you are just starting up, you're just a citizen, you can then make up to $800 a day. So meaning, if somebody joins on you already got 13, somebody joins, they buy, let's say, another 5 or another 3 of the gold plan, so that will be another 21 added, so you will then have 34. So something happens exactly the same way this side. Someone buys what we call a tripod, which is your 3 gold plans, and you get on top of your 6 that you had. Now you get another 21. Now you've got a total of 27. So as you can see, that will be more than your maximum cycles allow, because you can have 20 left and 20 right, which will give you $800. So as a citizen. So in this case, you will have 2 credits more. Those credits will sit there, you will not lose them, meaning you will then get your $800 worth of bitcoins, and you'll have 2 left on the other side, okay, and you'll have a couple left on the other side. This is your cycle bonus, paying you between $200 and $2,400 US. All right, so the next one is linked to this one. This is also my favorite, because it then speaks to the limit you can have on the previous one. Like I said, is $2,400 a day, but in this one, there's literally no limit. Okay, how does it work? Now, anyone in your binary, in your citizen tree, anyone who then makes $200, the way I explain it to people is, it's almost as if the system, assumes that there's something you did to help that person to get the $200. So you get what I call a thank you bonus of $10. All right. So the reason why I love this one is, if I work with my team and all of them make $200, then I get 10. So, it's a fair exchange. They get 200, I get 10, which is very, very nice. Now, picture it this way. If I've got 50 people, I've grown my business to 50 people, and the 50 does not mean I've signed up 50. I could have signed up 10, and out of the 10, 1 could have signed up, 3 who signed up, 1 who signed up, 3, but in total, I've got a total of 50 people in my business. If all of them make $200 a day, so that means I'm getting, and they do this for the whole month, by the way, okay, 30 days, that means I'm getting $10 times 50. So the $10 multiplied by 50 people in my organization, all of them making $200, so I'm getting $10 multiplied by 50. If they do this for 30 days, this means I get $15,000. Remember, I said on the previous one, your maximum is how much? Is $2,400. So if I'm getting $15,000 here, so what do I want to happen in my business? I want as many people as possible to earn their $200. Why? Because this is my goal. All right, this is my goal. So imagine if you were to go crazy, of which that's my vision, and you X this by 10. 500 people. Is that impossible? How many people do we have in the African continent? Over 1 billion. How many people do we have on the planet? Over 7 billion. So 500 people, that's not a lot. That's not even a 0.1%, of the population of the planet. So this is perfectly possible, So that could be the second way we get paid. Now, the third way we get paid, this is what we call the plan bonus, all right? So person number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You then get paid 5% of whatever plan they choose. For example, if someone in here buys the standard plan, which is $500, you then get $25, direct commission. And this is now called your your team. It's called your team A. And then from person number 6 all the way to infinity, it can be 1,000, that's called your team B. So anyone in your team B, you then get paid 10% referral commission. Okay? So now what's very important to note here is that these people, right, if they sponsor their own people, so from here, right, you get 0. But this is where the magic is. From your team B, when person number 6, for example, this guy signs his 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all right, that's his team A, and A. So you got 5% for your team A. He will also get 5% for his team A. Okay, but then to complete the 10%, what's going to happen to you? The other 5% will then come, to you. So you get the other 5%. So even when person number 7 signs his first 5, which is the team A, you then get 5%. He gets 5%. So it will always be like that. So that's your B of A. All right. So that's the third way we get paid. If we then go to the fourth way we get paid, and I'll end it with this one. So the fourth way we get paid, so if people do what is called reinvestment, all right? So meaning, remember I said you can get paid for 1,100 days, or you can get paid for a very long time as long as Bitcoin remains profitable, Bitcoin mining. So you will then have to have a portion of your earnings that you're putting back to buy you what is called partial shares, okay? So now, remember you had team A and you had team B, all right? So your team A was number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then your team B was 6, 7, 8, all the way to infinity, all right? So when this particular team reinvests, whatever percentage they reinvest, you get 10% of that, all right, as your recurring commission. And then from here, if these people reinvest, you then get 20% of their reinvestment, all right? So this is very, very good because the very same day they reinvest, you get your commission paid into your wallet the very same day. So you don't wait for some distant day, and then get paid, and everything is done automatically. It's paid into your wallet, okay? So this is now the fourth way we get paid. So now I want to go to the leadership bonuses. So what we have, everyone starts off as a citizen, all right? Then you can then grow your business, and just some of the requirements. For you to move from citizen to be a builder, you need to have sales volume of $10,000, and you need to also have sponsored at least 5 people, all right? So what then happens is, as a builder, you can then cycle up to 5 times a day, okay? And as a developer, city developer, you can cycle up to 6 times a day. And as a city manager, you then get to cycle up to 8 times a day. Then if you rank up to be a chief manager, right, you can then cycle up to 10 times a day. And then if you become a mayor, you can cycle up to 12 times a day. Now, on top of that, this is what I am so excited about, is once you become a city manager, there is a total of $5,000 that is paid for reaching that rank, okay? And once you get to the chief manager, you then get paid $50,000 right? The company would love you to buy a car, you know, that you can show off to everyone, you know, your success, but that's your prerogative, you know. The money is paid into your account, you do whatever that you want to do with it based on your current needs. That's $50,000. Now, once you become a mayor, as a mayor, you then get $100,000 as a bonus. $100,000 as a bonus. Now, ladies and gentlemen, that's fantastic. So far, we've got 2 mayors in the business. You know, they've been paid their $100,000 plus another 1,500 holiday bonus. So it is amazing. Yes, the company would love you to buy a beautiful car that you can show off to the world. But then again, it's your business. You will do whatever that, you know, you want to do. But, you know, once you get to this rank, you know, that 100,000 is possibly what you are earning in a space of, you know, less than a month. But it is an additional bonus that you'll get on top of what you'll be getting on a daily or monthly basis. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to get started, click on the link below, and we'll show you a tutorial as to how do you open an account. Everything that you'll need to know, we'll guide you every step of the way. We have one of the biggest teams, you know, in MiningCity called Team Foxcoin, and at the end of December, end of November, we're actually going to Dubai, you know, as a team. We are a global team. We've got people, you know, Russia, Saudi Arabia, Kenya, Nigeria, you know, Dubai. So it's gonna be a global melting pot. We're gonna be meeting in Dubai. Hopefully, I'm gonna see you there. Up until then, see you. Cheers.